now it's time to install the threaded inserts into our printed parts. First things first, we'll need a soldering iron and a set of insert tips. Let's start by removing the default tip from the soldering iron. Simply unscrew the locking nut at the bottom, take out the tip and replace it with the smallest tip from the kit. Then tighten the nut back in place. Next, set the temperature. I usually keep mine between 250 and 300 degrees Celsius. The soldering iron gets extremely hot. Never touch the metal tip and avoid contact with the threaded inserts or the surrounding plastic right after pressing it in. They will both stay hot for several seconds. By the way, it's easy to tell where a threaded insert should go. Holes meant for screws are smaller, while insert holes are noticeably larger. Still, it's always a good idea to double check with the course instruction before installing them. Let's begin with the simple part. This one has 4 holes for threaded inserts. Place an insert on top of the hole and then press it in slowly with the soldering iron. Repeat the process for all 4 holes. That's it, our first piece is done. I also found another method that works really well, but it requires a bit of precision. You can always practice it once you feel comfortable. Rotate the soldering iron about 45 degrees with the tip facing slightly upward. Place a threaded insert on the tip. Then carefully press it straight into the hole without changing the angle. Repeat this process for all 4 arms and then move on to the next part, which has 5 insert holes. Install all 5 threaded inserts. And repeat the same process for the remaining parts. By the end you should have 8 total components, 4 with 4 inserts and 4 with 5. Next we have these 2 pieces. They don't need any inserts, so we can set them aside for now. Now let's move on to these larger components. Each one requires 12 threaded inserts. Eight on the bottom, 2 on the front side, and 2 on the back. Once you have installed all 12, repeat the same process for the second part. Next up is the differential case. It has 4 insert mounts on the front side two on the bottom, and another 2 on top. Follow the same steps for the second differential case and both will be ready. The second file is complete. Now let's open the third one and start with these elements. Each of them has one spot for a threaded insert. You already know the drill. Pick up the part, place the insert, and hot press it with the soldering iron. Repeat the same steps for the second piece. Next up are these two elements. Each one has one insert on top and one on the bottom. Let's install them. Place the first insert. Press it in with the soldering iron. Then repeat with the second one. Do the same for the other part. And that's it, both are done. Next, these elements don't require any inserts, so this file is also completed. Now let's open the fourth file, which contains the steering parts. We'll start with this arm. It has two spots for inserts. Let's install the first one. And now the second. This part also has another location on the bottom. So let's install that too. And that's it, this piece is done. Next up, this element. It also has two insert holes on top. But unlike the previous one, it has two more on the bottom. On the screen you can see that they are partially hidden under the support material, but they are there. Install all four inserts and this part is ready as well. Now we have two similar parts, but only one of them needs an insert. Finally, these last components don't require any adjustments for now, which means we are officially done with all the printed parts. I hope you weren't too bored. This was definitely the most tedious step in the process. But good news, in the next chapter we will finally assemble the differentials and see the build start to take shape. Stay tuned, it's about to get much more fun!